Joey Gross. We're here at Ron Gross Racing today. I want to give a shout out to Injured Builder Magazine for having us. And we're going to start out by showing you some of the machines that we just recently purchased and some of the stuff we're working on today. So here's our new head porting machine. We're doing some development work on some drag boat engines for ourselves. We're cutting a new port in, and that's what we're doing here right now. Here's basically a new port that we've designed that we're cutting in here to test, and we'll see how it works in a few weeks in NJBA boat race down in Bakersfield. Here's a line of some cylinder heads we're currently getting ready to do. Some we've already done. We're working with Brodex, Dart, AFR. We've got a new 14-degree head that we just wrapped up here for a customer, and show you some of the new dimpling that we're doing on the intake ports. And then we've got our new machine here. Not currently running it, but we've got some heads in here we're getting ready to cut today. This was a repair head for a good friend of mine, Ken Campbell, that we had to do some welding. We'll bring it in and show you. Did some welding between the chambers and reran them through the program. We're getting ready to valve job them. So this is a set we're getting ready to wrap up. And then bring you over to the new hone. This is a brand new dart block that I'm roughing the cylinders in just to be able to do some mock-up work. It's not a final hone, just enough to be able to get the pistons in so we can mock everything up, check our deck height, and kind of figure out what we need to do from there. Pretty neat machine with Rottler. Both these machines, we're real happy with them. Kind of taking us to the next level on honing and head porting and some of the work. We also have here called an MC1 from a friend of ours, Brad Lagman at QMP's, developed, and we love it. We do a lot of piston measuring, bearing measuring. This thing is unreal what it's capable of doing. It's kind of taking everything to the next level. We also have connected to the software in Performance Trends. It makes it simple to measure the pistons. Just give you a quick tour of it. You measure each piston individually, hit a button in it, and then Vanessa will show you here. It brings it right into the size of it, and then we can log each piston, each engine that we do. And same with when we hone the cylinders, we can measure the cylinders, log that into here, and then we have all our clearances set and wrote out so that for future use, or we need to know what we did down the road, it's all logged in here ready to go. Bring you over. This is a CNC that we do our propellers in. It's dedicated just for doing props. We do a one-piece forged propeller, many different designs. We can copy old designs. We can basically give you something that we've already proven for ourselves. So it's kind of a cool setup. We're really the only ones that are capable around here to do that anyway. I don't have any propellers going, but we could show you right now the forging and what we end up with. So basically, here's a forging how the propeller starts, and that's what it will be when we're finished after it comes out of the machine. So we get it, the forging's thick enough, we can make different designs and try different stuff out, which we do a lot on our own personal boats and have a lot of proven propellers that work well for everybody. And we'll bring you over to some of the other machines we got running over here. This is where my dad does a lot of designing. We're in the middle, he's developing a billet head for our drag boat. And he spends a lot of time here doing a lot of drawings, designing. Then I can take them and cut them into castings or forgings. We've got a 3D printer going. We're printing some stone holders for our hone. We're actually doing a bunch of them for Brad at QMP right now. And this is kind of what they look like after they're done. The stone holders go in here, keeps them in order. They're numbered, labeled. We can do custom ones for different engine builders with their name logged into them. Here's ones for us. We've got our name in there. They're all numbered so you can keep them in order. Anybody that needs to order any of those, we can build those for you as well. These are some engines that we're doing. This is one of our own personal Pro Stock engines. We do a lot of development on the dyno with. And for everybody that doesn't know, we sold our car and ordered a brand new one that we won't get till probably end of October, maybe November. And then we're looking forward to getting out and doing some testing and running a limited budget or limited schedule again next year because of our budget. Showing some of the pictures. We'll bring you over here to a couple of the other machines. So these are some Pro Stock castings that we get from GM that you can see the amount of work that go into these. Basically nothing's in them, and that's kind of the cool thing with the new Rottler EM69 HP that we have. We'll be capable of machining these from raw castings into a running cylinder head. So look forward to seeing these on our own personal Pro Stock car in the future. That's something we're developing right now.
What kind of engines does the shop focus on?
With this particular shop here, we focus mostly on our drag boat stuff, real high-end drag car engines. We have two shops. We have a shop that does everyday stuff across town. This is more of the real high-end stuff. That's basically what we're doing here. I do have some Dart big blocks that we're in the middle of lifter boring in here right now. So these are running, doing lifter bores as we speak. We deck, hone, block lighting, bore, stroker knots, everything gets done in here. Kind of see how it works. It's all automated. Most of these machines I can run from one to the other. They kind of run themselves once the programming's done. Which makes it nice. You don't have to babysit them. So we'll show you the dyno room. We don't have any engines currently on the dyno, but we'll show you the room. This is our Superflow dyno. We do all our drag boat Pro Stock engines on here. We've set this room up to be able to do the EFI. We have all the O2s for individual cylinder tuning. We can do EFI with the air inlet coming in the front there, or carbureted, either or. Now we have, I'll show you some cylinder heads that came in that we're getting ready to do a repair on. They broke them out. With anybody that has cylinder heads that need to be welded or repaired, we can do here. We have Tim Campbell will do the welding, get them dialed in for us to be able to run our CNC program through them and repair them. And when we're done, you really can't even tell they've been repaired. It's actually stronger or as strong from a factory cylinder head. And you can see how bad it is, and when we're done, you won't even be able to tell. This is an older Pro Stock engine that was just honed. It's an older engine that goes in a drag boat, and we just got done honing it for a customer, ready to start putting it together. After we wash it, it's got to be washed and prepped and ready, but be ready to go together next week.
What kind of HP range are most of the shop's builds?
Most of our stuff's natural aspirated here. We do some nitrous, turbo, ProCharger stuff. Most everything that we do at this shop is around 1,400 to 1,500 horsepower. That's on the high end. Some of the other engines are, 1,000 to 1,200 horsepower. But most of our own personal stuff's in the 1450, 1,500 range. Bring you over here to another CNC. This is a CNC that we build a lot of anything, boat parts. We have this dedicated for doing rocker arms. We have fixturing to do our own rocker arms. We do use Crower, T&D, Jessel for most of our builds. Some of our own personal stuff, we're not in the rocker arm business to sell them. They're basically for our own builds, but most everything we use is Crower, T&D, and Jessel. We have a good relationship with all those guys, but we can build a lot of different parts in here, manifold parts, exhaust flanges, just pretty much anything. And we have our regular mill and lathe here. We have, bring you over to this is our older 5-axis machine that we got in the early 2000s that we did cylinder heads on, but just limited on what we could do. We still build manifold parts and build some basically 3-piece manifolds that we bolt together, our own personal stuff for the Pro Stock and boat stuff. It doesn't get used much anymore, but we still use it every now and then. We got some different fixtures for different projects. We build our own V-drives for our own drag boats that my dad designed, and those get built in here. So, most of our build, we'll take you in the assembly room, show you one more machine, and then we'll kind of go into some of the products that we use. This is one of our billet blocks for our own drag boats. We're getting ready to redo some stuff and redesign some stuff on it. This is where we do all our cam tunnels. So you hear people talk about 55 millimeter, 60, 65 millimeter cam tunnels. This is the machine that we open all those up in, and can do main cap conversions in here. So this is dedicated just for cam tunnels and main caps. Then I'll bring you in the assembly room. This is the clean room where we assemble them. I've got some projects going here. We've got a couple of our Pro Stock engines, one going together. So we could talk about some of the products that we use here. Talked about Jessel, T&D, Crower. We use a lot of MGP rods. Most of all of our aluminum rods that we use are MGP. Anything that we do for ourselves you know, if a customer specifies something else, we'll use it, but try to push what we know works. We use all CP pistons. All the steel rods that we use on performance high-end stuff are CP Carrillo based stuff. All total seal rings. We use you know, a lot of Manley valves. All the titanium Pro Stock valves are either Victory or Exeldyne. What else? We use Clevite bearings, Jessel, you know, belt drives, pretty much bullet cams, Jessel lifters. So the other shop, we do a lot of SBI products for the everyday stuff. A lot of you know, Manley, Holly, MSD, Cometic. We a lot of Felpro as well. We have good relationships with all those guys. NGK Autolite spark plugs. So you can kind of see some of the pistons. This particular Pro Stock engine here uses a MGP aluminum rod, CP piston. We coat the pistons ourselves in-house. So just kind of a layout of some of the stuff that we do in here. We have a digitizing machine. This is how we used to digitize our cylinder heads. Now we use it just for propellers. The new Rottler digitizes internally in that machine.
How long have you been building motors?
Huh?
How long have you been building motors?
So I started pretty much sweeping the shop and cleaning the garage for my dad. When he started, all this was in his garage in late 70s, early 80s, and I was out there helping him clean, and actually started assembling engines with him when I was 14. I'm 49 now, so it's been quite a few years that I've been doing this. And we've turned this to working in the garage. My dad originally started a roofing business, is how he got started. This was a hobby, and he turned his hobby into what he loved to do, and this is what we've been doing ever since. It's turned it into what it is today out of, you know, working in the garage. So I'll show you some of the rocker arms that we build for ourselves.
Hawkins tribute concerts is taking place in Los Angeles at the Kia Forum. It'll be September 27th.
This is
lots of friends of the Foo Fighters.
A rocker arm that we're kind of doing. Like I say, they're not really for sale; it's for our own personal use. Different, little bit different design. Get a bearing on each side instead of in the middle. Try to encapsulate the rocker arm. This is kind of an area where we assemble those. We have a Performance Trends cam reader that we use, and here's a couple of our Pro Stock engines here that we're currently done and pretty much ready to go. We're doing some work on this particular one here, doing some cylinder head stuff.
Vaccination, which wanes over time. Schedule an appointment when you are eligible. Sponsored by Pfizer and
I'll show you just some other little stuff out here.
California's water starts to reduce simple things in and outside your home. And you know the Lopez family's doing what we can do to help. Like,
So, what else do we have in here?
90 gallons of water per day.
We'll go show some stuff out here, and then we'll come back in here where it's quiet. We could go over some questions and stuff like that. This is kind of a fabrication area where we have saws and band saws, and do a lot of work over here for fabricating stuff for the boats and, you know, engine components and things like that. Got a lot of scrap aluminum and new aluminum here. Whole upstairs here is full of old parts off of engines over the years. We've got some blowers here. We got one of our own personal Darren Mayer DMPE blowers. Darren does all of our blower rebuilds on our PSIs, and got a good relationship with Darren. He helps us out a lot. This is kind of just a stack of parts for the boats, basically. We'll show you some of the stuff we do. It's kind of engine related, but we'll just kind of show you what we have going on that stuff right now. We've got some of our own boat projects that we're working on. Jared Campbell, Tim Campbell's working on the boat for us and helping us out. He's a big part of our program here. Him and Jared, Christian, Perry, Greg. This is kind of a after hours, a lot of our own personal stuff, and those guys are down here a lot of hours putting in and helping us out. So we really appreciate all of them. This is a hand grinding room where I do some hand porting and blending. It's kind of set up for doing that. We got a polisher, do some of the boat parts. This is just a quick view in here. You won't see much in here. It's pretty dirty, but just doing some bottom work on the bottom, getting it prepped for Jared to race in a few weeks at Bakersfield. So Tim was down here late working on the bottom last night, and he'll be here. If there's any questions, we can go over any of that stuff right now.
Any new projects?
Basically, the new projects that we're doing right now is for our own personal stuff, which is for the pro stock development and boat development. We've definitely got tons of engines going for customers, but basic stuff there. Our own personal stuff is some new development, cylinder heads, manifolds, stuff like that. So that's what we're working on. When we get our new car, we're planning to do a bunch of testing, try to sort the car out, and can have all the power in the world, but if the car isn't working, and vice versa. So we're a low budget team, and that's part of the problem. We don't have the big funding like a lot of those teams, so that makes it a little bit tough. So that's kind of some of the projects we're working on.
How many square foot is the shop?
It's about 10,000 square foot total. Yeah. Show you too, we have our own molds for the drag boat. This is something that my dad developed over the years, and we took our own mold of our own boat, and we can lay our own boats up. So just some of the projects that we do here as well. This is a safety capsule that saved Tim Campbell's life. As you can see, it went through a crash, and he walked out of it without a scratch. So Tim built all the roll cage himself and did an excellent job with all of it. It did its job. He crashed it a little over 200 miles an hour and walked away without not a scratch on him. The boat wasn't so lucky, but he was. So basically, like I said, we have the other shop across town where we do a lot of the everyday stuff. We have 4 employees over there full time. Here, we have me, my dad, Tim Campbell, Jared, Christian, Perry, Greg. Those guys come as many hours as they can down here. Tim and Jared and Christian are pretty much here every night, every weekend helping. So without those guys, a lot of this wouldn't be possible, so we really thank them for that. Has anybody got any questions? What else can we talk about? We have, I want to show them the engine stand we have. So we built this, I don't know, 25 years ago, and basically a hydraulic engine stand. We could turn the engines over 360 degrees, one on each side, and stop it anywhere. It makes it really nice putting these together, so we're not having to break our backs turning them to get pistons in, oil pans, and cylinder heads on. So some of the cool things that we have here that help out. You can see a lot of our stuff for engine building hanging on the wall here. We have Mickey Williamson. Williamson Manufacturing does all our valve covers and oil pans. He does billet and fabricated. We print with our 3D printer. We do a lot of the carb spacers for O-rings. You can see these are all 3D printed. Helps keep the heat from going through the motor up to the carburetor as well, which keeps the fuel cooler.
You have questions?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I'm flipping them. What type of boats do you enjoy racing most?
Flat bottoms and hydros. That's typically what we do out of here. Yeah.
Okay. And what engine platforms are most commonly built at your shop?
At this particular shop here, it's mostly the DRCE platform. The 2s, 3s, and 4s. Some of the boat stuff is billet blocks, but they're all still based off the DRCE program. And that's mostly what we do here.
And what makes Gross Racing unique?
Well, we're hardworking. We're dedicated at what we do, and we spend countless hours, day and night, because we are a low budget. So we don't have a lot of money, but we just put a lot of our time, efforts, and energy into it. So what we can afford, we do, and what we can't, we can't do. So.
Abigail said, I haven't made it to that shop. Hopefully when I get into a big car in a few years.
Yes, for sure. Yes. She's doing really well. Proud of her. Running the junior dragsters.
Abigail Cole Racing.
Yeah, Abigail. Yeah. Abigail Cole Racing, yep. Her dad races boats with us, and they do really well with their program. Yeah, and the drag boats, yeah. Yeah, we'll go back out into the shop and show you some more stuff that we can think of as we go here. We'll bring you over here and show you a couple of the blocks for the DRC project. So this is a DRCE4 block. You can see how big the cam tunnels are in these newer engines. They're actually bigger than the mains. And that's a brand new block that we're getting ready to machine and do for the car as well with the cylinder heads up here. These are just some dart blocks that we're machining.
What would be the next piece of equipment you'd want?
Next thing we would probably do would be probably a newer dyno. Probably the next that could handle a little bit more horsepower, and maybe another block machine, possibly. And that would probably be it for now. I think pretty much everything we have is updated for mostly, pretty current equipment that's available. We had a Spintron at one time. We sold it when we were running the Pro Stock, and they didn't have an RPM rule. We were running a little over 11,000 RPM. That was something that was necessary, but now that they put it to a 10.5 rule, we really don't think that we need it, so we sold that. And I don't think we would replace that. Yeah. Yeah, and then I want to show you our personal drag boat that we have set multiple records with. This is basically based off a Pro Stock engine, 500 inch. Still run carburetors on it, unlike the current Pro Stock EFI program. But, this is something that we race, and I think we have set 4 records in 4 different classes with this boat. So I got a safety capsule, so one-of-a-kind safety capsule. It doesn't have a roll cage in it. It's based off of Formula One technology. very, very strong capsule. Friend of ours, Tony Scarlotta, drives it. Another real close friend of ours that used to drive for my dad years ago, Greg Snyder, is going to be making some passes in it and racing it again. He hasn't been in a boat in quite some years, and he's getting ready to get back in it and race it at the NJDA. That should conclude everything for today. I really appreciate everybody coming to watch. Again, want to thank Engine Builder Magazine for having us. And if anybody needs anything based off what you see here, make sure and give us a call and let us know. You guys all have a good day. Thank you.